6 o'clock, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Val, if you call the roll, please.
Commissioner Snow,
Here.
Commissioner Curry,
Here.
Commissioner Delanoy,
Here.
Commissioner Johnson,
Here.
Mayor Penny.
Here. At this time, any employees have any noise-making devices, please silence them. If everyone would please stand for the invocation led by Commissioner Curry and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Mayor. Very kind of you. Heavenly Father, we come together tonight grateful for the opportunity to serve this community. Thank you for the blessings of safety, prosperity, and the people who call this city home. Help us to listen with respect, speak with kindness, and act with integrity. Remind us that our work here affects the lives of neighbors, families, and future generations. Bless this meeting with unity of purpose, clarity of thought, and peace in our discussions. May every choice made tonight honor the trust placed in us and reflect the values that strengthen our community. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now is the time for public comments. If anyone in the audience would like to address the commission on anything not on our regular agenda, please raise your hand. Seeing none, we'll close public comments and entertain a motion for approval of the minutes from October 14th, 2025 regular commission meeting and the CRA meeting.
Motion to approve.
Excuse me, sir.
Have a motion by Commissioner
Motion to
Snow and
approve
second
the
by
minutes.
Commissioner Johnson.
Yes, second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Carries unanimously. We'll move to the consent agenda, which the action proposed is stated for each item on the consent agenda. Unless a commissioner removes an item from the consent agenda, no discussion on individual items will occur, and a single motion will approve all items. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to speak on any item on the consent agenda? Seeing none, we'll close participation. Any commissioner want to remove an item? We'll entertain a motion for approval.
Make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It carries unanimously. Now we'll move to our regular agenda, item 1, which is 2025-R-90.
Resolution number 2025-R-90 by title only for first and only reading. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of Hollyville, Volusia County, Florida, accepting grant funding and amending the adopted budget for fiscal year 2025-2026 to reflect grant revenue for the Holly Hill Regional Drainage and Estuary Program, authorizing the city manager to execute associated agreements and providing for an effective date.
Anything to add, Joe?
No,
This is the project where we're going to be putting the 5 monitoring stations in the LPGA canal to determine the height of the water through these storms. So we got $94,500 in grant funds, and the balance will be paid out of the city's funds.
Any questions for staff?
No.
No.
I do. What's the cost on this, by the way?
The total cost is 100 and, give me a second, 126,000.
You already have that in the budget, I guess,
Well, we have 94,000 that we're getting in a grant, so what we're doing is a budget amendment, accepting that money as grant money so that we can then expend it, and then the balance of that will be budgeted out of our funds. We have that already budgeted.
Anyone from the audience like to comment on this issue?
This was appropriations money.
yeah.
No.
Okay.
Seeing no one from the audience, we'll entertain a motion for approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion amongst the commission?
No.
I'm just excited we're doing something, albeit small, towards our stormwater issues.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries unanimously. Joe?
Yes, Commissioner Curry, that is one small project, but there are many, many
Oh, there
small
are.
projects that we continue to put up on the,
And the website looks
website.
good with
that
that.
is, that is plugging along. I did want to just let you know that I left my paper in the office. Tomorrow morning, I don't know, Mayor, you going to mention that?
You can, I was going to, but go ahead.
I don't like stealing your thunder. Tomorrow morning, the mayor and I will be going to DeLand for the legislative delegation to present the two appropriations requests that we have coming up. The Public Works Department submitted. One is for the next phase of the Third Street water main replacement. That's that galvanized pipe that's got to be replaced. And the other is for the, that weir structure in the Mirage Pond that hopefully will give us the ability to, it'll raise up from the bottom, it'll give us the ability to
Right.
lower the volume of that pond down.
That's what we were talking about previous, correct?
Right, yes, hopefully to create capacity for stormwater to help reduce or eliminate flooding in those communities. Other than that, I did go to Senator Wright's office today, and we talked with the representative from FEC about the FEC canals. I don't have a lot of hope as a result of that meeting, but we did at least meet with them and express our concerns about the conditions of the FEC canals again. So, that's it for me.
Scott?
No comments.
I had a question for Joseph, since you're here. Joe mentioned that we're going to the delegation tomorrow, and the two projects, one is a 50-50 match, but the other one, which is the water line, was a strange match. It was like, is the maximum amount 500,000? That's why it's a 64-36 match?
Staff has gotten a strong hint that anything under $500,000.
Stands a better
typically gets
chance.
funded
Okay.
Over that, so we hedged our bet that a third of the money is better than no money.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Does that make sense?
I figured the $500,000 was right there, because we're asking for $499,999, so.
99.
You should ask for 99 cents, but, okay. That's it. I'll go ahead and start with Commissioner Curry.
Thank you, sir. I'm sorry, you caught me mid-crunch. The Cruising on the Hill was a success again. It was, when I was able to come, it was well-attended. I know that you had spoke about possibly renaming it for the anniversary, and
Not just for the anniversary, but
what,
from there
for
forward.
Tony's Cruising on the Hill.
Correct.
And I just wanted to bring that up and go ahead and publicly say that I would support that.
I mean, if you want to do it in the form of a motion and let the commission do it, that's certainly.
Would you like me to do
I
that,
haven't
sir?
talked to Roy about it yet, but I don't think Roy would have a problem.
Yeah, so why don't you fill everyone in, Joe?
Oh, I'm sorry, I assumed he met with everybody.
I haven't met with Roy yet.
I apologize, I'm sorry.
So with the Cruising the Hill Car Show, this coming year, next year, 26, will be the 10th anniversary of that. So we're going to kind of make a little bit of a bigger deal out of it. But because Tony Casada has headed this up for 10 years, I'd like to name it Tony's Cruising the Hill Car Show and put his name on the title of it.
And as usual, he was telling me when we was here the last time, this is his last one.
I've been hearing it's his last one for about 8 years.
But
I think it's a good idea.
I thought it was a great idea, and I thought we might need to,
You
You know,
can put it in a
put that
motion if
forward.
you'd like.
all right, Mayor, can I make a motion?
Before you do, if the motion could say to change the name to include Tony in some way, it might be Cruising the Hill with Tony,
Okay,
Tony's
okay.
Cruising the Hill,
Yeah.
don't make it
All right,
specific.
I got you. If we could
thinking.
change the name for the 2026 and forward Cruising on the Hill event to somehow include Tony Casada in the name, as he's the founder and been running it for the last 9, which I couldn't believe when we talked that it had been that long. Man, it's terrible when you get old.
Someone going to make a second.
Somebody want to
Second.
make a second?
I second.
Thank you.
Any discussion needed amongst the commission?
His name is Anthony, Cassata.
Yeah. No discussion, no discussion. Anyone from the audience like to discuss this issue? Seeing none?
I just think it's well deserving because he's put in a lot of effort to make that event a success.
I agree. We'll close audience participation. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Carries unanimously.
And I have nothing else. So have a good night, everybody.
JD?
Well, I attended the car show too. I thought it was really, really good. Oh, it was good. Seemed like every year it gets bigger, which is nice. Saw the Roadrunner out there, my dream car, which never owned one, but I want one. Nice car. Now, I really don't have a whole lot to say. AI, I've been watching a series on children and AI in the last week. Every time I have a chance, I turn it on. I mean, I already raised my kids. I got grandkids. But that's really getting to be a serious thing. I know it's probably not the place to put it in here, but I just want to say it whenever I get in the public and when I'm talking to people. I've been bringing it up. But it's really starting to affect our kids like really bad. I mean, I know the games did too, but it's really getting suicidal with a lot of things, and they're really starting to realize what it is. We even have I think it's on Capitol Hill now, trying to pass something about it. But just bringing it to mind, AI bots is what it is. The kids get on there. Some of it's just children's games. Some of it's children's learning programs. It's in all different types of things that kids are getting into. And it's all the way from 8 years old to teenagers, taking their lives over, some of the stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. Other than that, I guess that's it. That's good. Guess we're getting into the holiday season, so I hope everybody's holidays are good. That's about it.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Mr. Vice Mayor?
My next, okay. I got a birthday coming up pretty soon. My birthday and time change comes about the same time, you know.
Wow.
Seemed like just the other day, we had one upstairs, right?
Seems like just a short time ago we
We
celebrated.
just had a birthday upstairs too, remember? Yeah, another chime change. I wish it would stay with the daylight saving time, but they've been talking about that for many years, you know, and they haven't done anything, so. It's about like a deal with Russia saying they're gonna stop the war in Ukraine, you know what I mean? Nothing ever comes about. But, I was at the TPO meeting last Wednesday, and, seemed like they've moved. Best I can figure, sometime they kind of keep things, DOT kind of tells you things, but you can't really believe everything, but they're pretty accurate about it, but they seem like they have moved up to top priority LPGA widening from 92 all the way to Williamson Boulevard, which that would include the overpass, the bridge, the exit, and everything, you know what I mean? So I thought it was going to be 2029. It seemed like now they put it on the top priority list, so I hope we can do something with our part as well, you know, I mean, hope we can at least get something started with it, you know what I mean? I don't know if Joe ever got to communicate with Colleen or not, I know you was trying.
She hasn't responded back to me, but I've talked to the Public Works Director now twice about the improvements to the canal.
Okay. About the raising canals,
Putting those walls.
he seems kind of in favor.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
She's very supportive.
Good, I like it. I like it, yeah, and I talked to the county chair about it quite in detail. He really seemed like he was pretty much in favor of it as well, you know what I mean? Anything to help with flooding along there and increase the capacity of the water, you know. Of course, I don't know what we'll do with the railroad track. That's gonna be a real problem, yeah. But it remains to be seen. And Dallas is playing tonight at the Quad Fields up at Hull Road, so after the meeting, I think I'll go up and watch Dallas play his tournaments. And he's doing pretty good, so. And the Volusia Sports Center is doing real good right now, you know what I mean? Real good. That's about all I have.
Thank you. Commissioner Snow?
Commissioner Johnson, it was my birthday this last Saturday. And although you are smarter than me, more handsome than me, I am younger than you.
You ain't never gonna catch me.
I'm pleased to be joining our local YMCA board. That was a big deal. I went to the first meeting, and I think all of us can have an impact over there by participating. I'd also like to mention Chris Villa and all the work he did with the Charter Committee and how it's now pretty much finalized, all done. And we sure appreciate that he did all of that. And that's it.
Okay.
Absolutely agree with you.
Thank you.
I went to a couple events the last week or so that were very moving to me. I don't know if any of you knew Mayor Dick Kane from Daytona Beach. He was actually Daytona Beach's first attorney.
I remember the name.
And so it was an amazing funeral. He planned his own funeral. He's laying in the casket, and his granddaughter hits a button, and he starts talking to us. Thought he was going to sit up. It's like, but he was a great man. And speaking of great men, I saw this guy last night, and you probably have heard his name. You might not know much about him, but you should Google him, and you should learn as much about this man as you can. His name is Dr. Hal Kushner. He's an ophthalmologist in town, and he actually was my ophthalmologist. He was a prisoner of war in Vietnam, and he talks about he was on a helicopter, and the helicopter ran into the side of a mountain, and 4 people on the helicopter, 3 died. He was the lone survivor. He was captured, and he spent 5.5 years in a prisoner of war. He spent 3.5 years in the jungles, and he said when they moved him to Hanoi, can you imagine being moved to Hanoi as an improvement of the living conditions? It brought you to tears to listen to his story, and you can Google him and you can find him on YouTube. He's done several Memorial Day speeches, but just an amazing person, and it just reminds me the sacrifices of the men and women for this country, and how proud I am of the memorial in front of our City Hall to memorialize those people. But amazing the struggles this man went through, and he survived. And after he was released, after the war was over, he went and visited the families of the 10 people that died in his arms in the prisoner of war camps. Wow. And talked to their parents to let them know that they didn't die alone. It just was amazing, very humbling, very humbling. So, to end on a positive note, just everyone remember that the second meeting in November and December, we canceled a couple months ago because of the timing with Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday. So, anyone else have anything for the good of our order tonight? We will stand adjourned.